kind of liked you, but like not enough. But like, if enough people don't like our school and reject us, maybe you can come because you're our second choice.
All that rejection led me to get my dream job, dream internship, dream company, dream position that I will be interning at. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Before I start this video, I just want to say that I hope you all are safe, healthy, and if you have the privilege, you are at home and you're working from home and you're doing school from home. I know people in healthcare, restaurant, delivery services, small business owners, grocery store workers do not have that privilege. And so my thoughts and prayers are with you all. My parents own a small business restaurant and they've been struggling immensely. And so I can only imagine that feeling and experience is universal across hundreds of thousands of small business owners and restaurant owners across this country. And for those of you all at home, I hope that you can take this time to really reflect, take care of yourself, reach out to your loved ones, be as helpful to the community as you can, whether that's thanking them or donating money or donating goods or purchasing takeout or Uber Eats from small businesses that really need it. Some of these places may never come back from this, and I hope that we can use this time to all support one another. Today I am talking about a little bit of a more serious topic, which is college rejections. High school seniors at this time are going through a double whammy of struggle with everything getting canceled and moved, prom, senior activities, graduation. They're also getting college acceptances and also college rejection. And I just wanted to bring some light and hope and encouragement about college rejection. I just want to prevent as many people from going through the same things I did. And I want to tell you guys that after every part of rejection I went through, there was always a silver lining, always something better and bigger came from me. And 2020 hindsight, we get to see that, but I know in the moment it's extremely hard. So I want you all to know, all these high school seniors, that you're not alone, you're not going through this alone. Feel free to always reach out to me on social media to talk about your rejections and just dump and rant. I just want you guys to be okay and take care of your mental health because it's really easy to go down that path. If you don't already know, my name is Angelica. I like to make videos about college, lifestyle, beauty, travel, and anything else in between. If that sounds interesting to you, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and connect with me on social media and be a part of the family. Yeah, let's get right into the video. So college rejection, Ivy Day was, not to be dramatic, but it was like the worst day of my life because all my top schools and my dream schools, I either got waitlisted or rejected. I got rejected pretty much everywhere. Okay, I take that back because I did get into some great schools and I don't want to discredit that, and I'm beyond thankful and grateful all that happened. And we'll go to that grateful, thankful part a little later in this video, but the Ivy Day was really hard for me because I got rejected from all these schools I'm putting on the screen right now. And the first thing that we always go through is denial, right? And we're like, what happened? This can't be. We almost don't even process this because it's a little too tender. And I remember opening up my rejection letters and I just like closed it right away. I was like whatever, like I don't need to see it. As if me not looking at it meant I wasn't rejected. I want you all to know that it's okay to be not ready to deal with the rejection yet and to take it at your own time, at your own pace. Quickly after that, I went to a sense of entitlement. I didn't know at the time, but looking back, I was so entitled and bratty and spoiled for believing that if I worked hard and got good grades and did community service and was on this national team and did these activities, I would get into the schools. As if life was that simple and formulaic. It was so bitter and salty, and I felt like I deserved it, and I felt like I should have gotten it. And I didn't realize I approached this college admissions process my whole senior year of high school with so much entitlement, like the world owed me something. I'm not trying to make light or discredit, the feeling that you guys are going through right now because I went through the exact same thing. And looking back now, I'm realizing what helped me really get over that rejection was that so many people in this lifetime work hard, are smart, do the right things, and they don't even get 10% of what they technically deserve, right? Even thinking about people in poverty, life circumstances, right? I am already so lucky to be born into the family I am, to have the friends I do, the resources, the test prep, like whatever it was, I was so fortunate already, and nobody, college owed me anything, and I think I felt like I deserved it. The thing is, I'm sure a lot of people deserve a lot of things, and there's so much that goes into college rejection that's beyond your control. So luck, socioeconomic class, test scores. Maybe they just didn't like your essays, or they didn't think that you'd be a good fit. And there's all these things that you cannot control, and so to think that it's that black and white, to be like, I did everything right, why didn't I get it, can be really dangerous, because there's so many people who do everything right and still don't get what they quote unquote deserve. So hopefully that puts things into perspective and helps you see the value in the things that you do have. After entitlement, you always get into the salty and bitter phase, and I got super salty, super bitter, and maybe because I'm a workaholic, go-getter type A, but I'm also easily the jealous type, and that's something I'm still working on today, of trying to not compare myself to other people and knowing that everybody is on their own journey, everybody is on their own path, their own timeline, and everything works out for people in different not even parallel, just like universes, and we're all on our own thing and it's gonna work out. I would be the first one to admit I fell into that really toxic mindset of like, well, so-and-so got into Columbia, or so-and-so got into Harvard, and why didn't I get it? And I had better test scores, I had a better essay, I had a more well-rounded application, I won these national competitions. And it's really unfair to those people. For whatever reason they got into it, they got into those schools and you didn't. Again, everyone's on their own path, and so I really encourage you guys to not fall into that toxic comparing apples to bananas. Somebody else's success, wealth, happiness, fulfillment, achievement, prestige, all those things does not take away from your own, or your potentially your own. There's enough success, wealth, fulfillment, happiness, great things in life to go around for everybody. You'll get yours in your own time, in your own increments, in your own dosages. So hopefully this encourages you to be happy for people around you, because I promise things are going to be working out for you in your own time, in your own circumstances. That's gonna be, who knows, even better. And then the last stage is always acceptance, right? So you can go two ways with accepting the circumstances you are in now, which is either negatively or positively. I am the first one to admit that when I didn't end up getting off all those waitlist schools, I mean, waitlist is the worst thing, right? They give you this glimmer of hope of like,
We kinda liked you, but like not enough. But like, if enough people don't like our school and reject us, maybe you can come because you're our second choice, right?
Finally getting rejected from all those waitlists and such, I chose to go to UC Berkeley, and that was not a school I wanted to go. At the time, I think I was really spoiled and bratty, to be honest, but I wanted to go to a private Ivy League school where small classes, intimate learning experience, liberal arts education, having networking opportunities, being fed, like a lot of these things, what like classical private school advantages, and I was going to the complete opposite of that, which was public school, big school, curve is hard, grade deflation, everyone's fighting for the same resources, networking is much harder, limited job opportunity, class sizes are big, letter recommendations are limited. When I got to campus, I was so unhappy because every day on campus was sort of a reminder of my failure, of what I didn't do.
Loser.
And I couldn't help but feel so bad about myself. Well, I can't believe I wasted those 4 years in high school. I know that's a really easy mentality to fall into, of like blaming yourself and not feeling like you did enough or wasting time, but I want you to know, I mean, if you did your best in the given moment of time, that's the best you could do, and there's nothing you could have done any better. And if you know you could have done better, maybe this is a great lesson for next time, to know that you could have done a little bit more. And so I came into Berkeley pretty unhappy, and that's so unfair for my freshman college self, because I came to Berkeley hating it and not letting myself fully enjoy the school and experiences I do have. And so in light of all that, I became extremely self-deprecating, hated myself. I had self-worth issues, self-esteem problems. I was not diagnosed, but I fell into a depression phase, and I just hated life, hated myself, hated everything. And I think what really got me out of that was counting my blessings. And I know that's much easier said than done. Realizing that there are so many people who want to be in my position, and there are so many people who just want to get an education, and I am so lucky to have everything I have been given. And so that made me, one, very grateful. It was a very eye-opening experience. And two, because Berkeley was a big school and resources were limited, it really made me fight and figure out what exactly I want to do, what I like, and what I need, and what I'm willing to fight for. And I wouldn't have had the friends I have today if I had not come to Berkeley and learned what I really, really value and like. I'm super proud to be a UC Berkeley student, and I'm so thankful and forever in debt to Berkeley for giving me that opportunity. So I'm sorry to tell you that after college rejections, the rejection does not stop there. I got my second wave of rejections slapped really hard in my face when it came to college campus clubs. In order to be a business major at Berkeley, you have to apply as your second year, and they have a pretty competitive process. They're like, well, if you apply to these business clubs and frats and you get in, they help you write your essay and resume, they tell you what internships to do, and they really help you get into the business program. And so obviously hearing that, I was like, well, yeah, I want to be as at advantage as possible, so I gotta join these business clubs. Well, I didn't know it would be much harder said than done. I got rejected from tons of top business clubs, fraternities, organizations. Let me tell you, being rejected from a college is one thing, but imagine being rejected by your peers or people your own age or people you go to college with. So you feel like we should be equals, but why are you rejecting me? Being rejected by a peer, you feel so insecure and vulnerable and just naked, because here you are pouring your soul and your best self out to these organizations, and you get to first round or second round or final round interviews, and they're like,
psych, sorry, this year we only decided to take
2 applicants out of 700. When I didn't get a invitation to join one of these business organizations, I ended up crying in the middle of the night, sobbing.
Loser.
Sobbing so hard, my roommate woke up and she's like,
Are you crying?
I was like, no, you're just dreaming. Obviously took it extremely hard, but what really helped was that after that rejection, I applied to the business school on my own, without a club, without an organization, and with only the help and advice from my friends at Berkeley, and I was able to get into the business program. And who knows, if I had gotten into those clubs and I've also gotten into the business program, maybe I would have been like, well, I only got in because of those clubs. Or doing it on my own really helped me believe that I could do anything on my own and I don't need anybody. I don't need a school. I don't need a club. Like, none of those things are ever a determining or limiting factor of the amount of success, achievement I can get. And so that's something I encourage you all to know, is that nothing makes you successful, or nothing makes you rich, or nothing makes you happy. It's you make yourself successful, and you can do that with any means possible, and you'll make it happen because you will make it happen, not because someone else or some club makes it happen. And I felt more confident, and I believed in my abilities again, and I felt assured, and I was like, yes, it's working out. And so that was the silver lining of that. But wait, there's more. The rejection does not stop there. Like I said before, the rejection keeps coming and coming. The third wave of rejection was internships. So not every college student needs an internship. At Berkeley, it's part of the business culture, sometimes toxic culture, that your freshman summer, your sophomore summer, your junior summer, and then your junior summer internship is the most important, because if you do well enough in your junior summer, they'll give you a full-time job offer before you even start your senior year or early into your senior year. And so you know exactly where you're gonna go after graduation. Junior internship recruiting season rolls around. I start in August, July of my junior fall. I prep and interview and recruit for investment banking, finance, consulting, and some of them I'll go to final round, first round, second round, final round. And then of course in the end we get the very, very, very awesome, after much consideration, we had decided not to go forward with your application. Ooh, it just opens up old wounds, right? The college rejection, and then the club rejection, and now I'm getting rejected from companies, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, nobody in the workforce wants to hire me. I'm not talented. I'm gonna be jobless. No one's gonna wanna even work with me. Rejection feels really personal, but I want y'all to know that rejection is never a reflection of your abilities or your lack of abilities. It's just, cheesy as it sounds, rejection is just redirection. Obviously, every time you get rejected, it's a great time to check in and see what you could have done better. But if you know you did your best, you know you have the abilities, you know you have the skills. If someone else or some company can't see that, then you gotta move on, do your thing, girl, and you're gonna do something great somewhere else, and someone and somewhere is gonna see value in that. Going through all this rejection made me realize I don't wanna do investment banking and I don't wanna do consulting. Also, I wasn't getting the offers. Whittled down to what I really wanted to do. All that rejection led me to get my dream job, dream internship, dream company, dream position, dream area. I am so lucky and so blessed, really fortunate that happened to me. And it makes me wonder, all those rejections leading up in my life, whether that's colleges or clubs or companies, it all led up to this moment of me getting exactly what I wanted. Could you imagine if I had gone to a different school, then maybe I would have done a different major and I wouldn't have worked as hard because recruiting is much easier, so I wouldn't have gone to this company and my dream company. Or if I had done a business club and then I would have gone, and like if I had done this internship, all those mini, big, actually they're big, all those burns of rejection rejection led up to this point that was super fulfilling, and so I just want to tell you guys, if I can do it, you guys can do it. I am not special. I'm not super brilliant, smart. I struggle with rejection, and every time it happens to me, I've gotten better at picking myself up and much faster, much better, and moving forward. And so I just want to tell you guys that. I'm really proud to announce that I will be interning at Google this summer, and I will be in my dream position as the APMM Associate Product Marketing Management or Manager internship through the BOLD program in the Bay Area. So I am very lucky, and I just want to tell you guys that if you're going through college rejection and it seems like the end of the world, it all worked out and it's gonna work out for you. Try to stay positive. I know rejection is really hard to stay positive because obviously every time I went into a little mini rut, but hopefully every time that rut gets smaller and smaller and you're able to bounce back quicker and quicker. I definitely think I'm getting better at it, and it's a lifelong journey. I am trying to prepare myself. Something bigger and better is coming. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful and I can shed some light in a really difficult, stressful situation like college rejection. But I want you all to know you are not alone, and everybody goes through college rejections. Everyone goes through rejection, period. I really want to make the comment section below a safe space and a welcoming space for people to talk about their rejection experiences and how it's made them stronger, better, what they've learned. So please comment below your transparent, your open experiences with rejection. I'm also going to be linking some mental health resources down below, because with rejection, it's a really thin line and easy slippery slope to fall into mental health issues. So I really want you all to know that I'm here for you, and if you're struggling with rejection and self-doubt and self-worth, I want you to know that you are more than welcome to reach out to me in my DMs. I respond to every single DM, and I want you to know I'm here for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this type of video, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, connect with me on social media, join the family, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.